What's going on, guys? My name's Arik and this is Dark Souls 2. And in this video I'm gonna do a boss guide on the Covetus Demon. So he is the first boss in Earthen Peak. It's the first area, and even though it's technically in Earthen Peak, it might as well be the boss fight of Harvest Valley. So as soon as you enter, he will sort of prepare himself and do all of that stuff. And before I continue, or before I start with the moveset, I just want to let you know that above him will be some jars that you can shoot, and supposedly it will drop down some of those prisoners that the Covetus Demon will track down and eat. And personally, I haven't tried this, but if I have enough time after this clip, I will go ahead and record it and include it in the video. So I most likely will have enough time. I'm already halfway done. So let's see. The first move he can use is his roll attack, which is so I got hit by earlier in the video. Well, before I continue with moveset, that move right there is a move you will need to be aware of, because he will try to swallow you, and if he does hit you, he will remove all of your equipment and leave you. You might possibly be left hollow and with a little bit of less health than you had when he tried to eat you. So let's see, back to the moveset. Well, I guess that was a move, but anyway, the roll attack, as you saw earlier in the video, I got hit by it. I wasn't expecting a second roll, so after dodging the first roll, I decided to go in for some attacks, and he rolled again, and I took massive damage. And do note that this is on New Game plus, so he deals probably a lot more damage to me than he would to you. So, but I reckon it's gonna deal a lot of damage either way. So be prepared for a second roll. That's what I would recommend. So, but avoiding the roll is fairly easy. As you saw, I just walked. I didn't even need to roll. His moves are fairly slow, which is very good. The only quick attack is another attack that I'll get to in a second. So wait for both of his rolls and then go in for some hits. So next up is his tail slam, which you saw him do right after he hit me with his body slam. With his roll attack. He slammed his tail in the ground 3 times, I believe it was. I don't know if he does it more than 3 times or less than 3 times sometimes, but at least he does it 3 times, so be aware of that. So next up is, well, to avoid the tail slam, simply just roll away and get away from him, and you should avoid it. So next up is his body slam, which is when he raises up and slams his body in the ground. And I don't think I got hit by it, but I reckon if I would have been hit, it would have dealt massive damage to me. So don't get hit by that attack. He takes quite a while. He's similar to the Demon of Song in that way, that it takes a very long time to actually use the attack. He will stand up, or well, raise his body, because he doesn't have anything to stand on. He will raise himself up and then slam himself on the ground, and as soon as you see him raising up, just either roll to the side or remove your lock on and run away from him, and you should be able to avoid it. So next up is his jump slam, which is similar to the body slam, except he jumps instead of raising his body, and it is slightly faster, but it is also a rather slow attack. So again, when you see him jumping up in the air, just remove your lock on and run to the side. I wouldn't recommend rolling backwards or running backwards because he might hit you. I don't know how big of a radius the attack has, so I would just recommend rolling or running to the side. So next up is his only really quick attack, his swipe attack, and he will swipe at you with one of his claws, and he did it quite a lot of times in the video, but I was blocking all of the time, so he didn't get in some hits. At least I don't think so. But as you see, with a 100% physical reduction shield, it is possible to block his swipes, and if he does do some damage, it's gonna be very minimal. So either try to roll away from him, or just stay close to his side and block. So next up, his final attack. I personally haven't seen it, at least not so far. You might see it in the second clip. I don't know, I haven't recorded it yet. So anyway, it is his speed attack, and seeing how I haven't seen it yet, I'm gonna have to read it from the Dark Souls to Extra Life Wiki, which I will leave a link to down in the description. So as he says, he will raise his body and spit burning rocks onto the ground in front of him. And I guess it's similar to similar attack animation to the one where he raises his body, raises his raises his body up and slams. But instead he will spit burning rocks. So I recommend just rolling away. Remove your lock on and run away, or simply roll away while keeping your lock on. If he does do the attack in the next clip, or this clip right now, I will leave some tips down in the description for the attack. So that's pretty much been it. If there's anything you felt like I left out, or anything you want to add, just leave a comment. So that's been it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.